Alright guys, so even though winter is here, it's never a bad time to talk about fitness. So for today, I have a product for us to look at. This is the FunFitness Fun H2O belt. It's a running belt that is supposed to kind of be like, I don't want to call it a fanny pack, but I want to call it more of a fitness carrying belt. So when you go running, sometimes you have to carry things with you. Your keys, your phone, maybe an external battery, your wallet, tons of different things that you want to carry with you. But, since you're running and moving, it's possible you may drop something or, just anything like that. So having a belt allows you to kind of hold everything that you need, and this belt goes a little bit above and beyond. So what you notice probably is the 2 water bottles. This is pretty nice because it allows you to not only carry a water bottle with you, but it also allows you to distribute the weight a little bit. So let's take a look at all the features, what it looks like, the quality build, and then we'll do a bunch of different tests. I'm going to go running at the park today and we'll put it all together. All right. So just initial impressions on it. First off, the blue accents, you can get them in different colors. So I think that's pretty neat. A lot of people like to kind of color match things. Blue's my favorite color, so that was the color that I am using for this. So initial impressions, looks good. Looks to be a pretty solid build. Nice elastic band, a huge heavy duty clip. It's a good thing because if you're running, you do not want this thing becoming undone or breaking or anything else like that. You have the adjustable straps on here that you can pull to adjust. It takes a little bit of fiddling with, but once you get it, it becomes really easy to set it up. And these clips also keep everything locked, so you don't have to worry about the belt becoming loose over time or having to constantly adjust it. All right. On the internal, we have this kind of like mesh material, so that way it won't stick or adhere to your skin and cause sweating. It allows a little bit of breathability. But even when we look inside, you'll notice there's more of a plastic lining for these things as well. There's 2 compartments, all right? First one is like the back compartment that presses right against your stomach or your back if you reverse it. And the second one is a little bit of a smaller, compact, spot for a phone. All right, you probably also notice there's a headphone jack here for those of us who still have phones with a headphone jack. And yeah, so what I'm going to try to do is load up this wallet with my phone. You notice on larger phones it's a snug fit, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. All right, you can kind of push it to the side. I have a lot of extra space here, so I could plug in my headphone jack right into the phone there. All right, but for me, I'm more of a Bluetooth guy, so I'm going to place my phone because it's larger in the back and close that up. All right, in the front, you still have plenty of space. I can literally take my whole set of keys, plug that in, so when I lock my door to go running, I'm confident that my keys are going with me. What I also can do is if I kind of shuffle things around a little bit, I can put my phone in the front, even though it's a snug fit, it's whatever. I can take my wallet, put that back here, and I can also put my keys in here. And I still have a little bit of extra space as well. What I'm going to do is make sure that, when I'm running, the keys or the wallet aren't pressing or causing any discomfort. There seems to be enough padding here that it's going to be just fine. And yeah, so, it's nice that everything fits into one of these belts. All right. The other thing I want to take a look at, obviously the water bottles. So you'll notice they have kind of like an elastic band that goes around it, and you point the nozzles outward from you. And they hook on here. So as you're running, it's quite easy. You find the tab, you just pull it, pops right off, remove the water bottle, and you can drink from it. All right. These each hold 6.5 ounces. I'm not sure if you can read it. It's kind of like etched into there. I mean, you don't really need to know how much water you have on you, but it is nice to just have a little bit of a measurement. And 175 milliliters for those who want to use the other units for liquid. All right. I did go over this. I gave pull tests where I pulled really hard on all the different corners, all the different seams, trying to find any weak points. I couldn't find any. So this belt is probably going to last me for the better part of a decade, if not longer. Things I'm also going to test. I'm going to try to unbalance the water, so this may be full, this may be empty, or each of them may be half full, just to see if the water sloshing around causes any types of errors or discomfort, or if it's even noticeable. But seeing as how sturdily they fit into here, I think we're good on that. So anyway, we're going to do a bunch of tests. I'm going to go outside, we'll put the belt on, see what it's like. I'm going to go running to the park, and we'll just put it through a bunch of different tests to see how, I feel about the comfort or anything else on it. So with that said, let's get to it. So it is a beautiful, beautiful day, so it's a perfect time to test. the running guns. I got these full of water. I don't know if you can see it in there. Yeah, you can see the water level. They're not adding a lot of weight, so that's pretty good. I wish my neighbor wasn't blowing leaves right now. I'm sure you could probably pick that up. But what I also have in here are a wallet and my house keys. So actually, we'll be able to see what it's like with some weight in it, and I'll have the phone in that like front pouch as well. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. All right, so the belt is holding up quite well. I did have to tighten it a little bit. I'm gonna try to one-arm water bottle it. This is actually really challenging to do, but just trust your sense of feel. You can back on. Whew, I'm out of shape. But anyway, yeah, I'm a fan of it. See if I can get a good view. The belt is holding pretty well. And yeah, you do notice a little bit of kind of like weight being shooken around by the water. But first off, you don't have to bring it. Second off, you can fill it halfway. Whew. All right, been run for about 10 minutes. The only thing you really feel is that like the water can kind of have like an unnatural weight that you have to get used to. Hold on, out of breath. But you get used to it really quick. It took me like 2 or 3 minutes to be like, okay, there's a little bit extra weight in front. But another cool thing, I just clip the water bottle back, is you could reverse it so it's behind you. That way you kind of just like have the weight sitting on the other side, so you can switch it up. It was, as you saw, really, really easy. Yeah, so I don't know. It works. I like it. I'm a fan of it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple more laps around this beautiful lake on this beautiful day. But yeah, I'll do a couple more laps. I'll drink some water. I did want to speak on what happens when the water's like lopsided, so like one side has weight, one side doesn't. And also when they both have half water, because that like jumping up and down motion could be a little bit worse if the water's slushing around. Full in a bottle, it's going to be less impactful. So yeah, do a couple more laps. I could definitely use it. The beginning of winter has not been kind to me, as you can tell. So yeah, all right. So the bottles, now about halfway full. I did run around with them. Not really noticeable sloshing around unless you're really like looking for that feeling. Like you're not going to notice it unless you're actively trying to feel it out. It's just a little bit more of like jostling. But because the band is so like elastic, you're good. I thought that would be a concern, but now what I'm going to do is take a break here. Just all right. I'm out of shape. But these bottles are about halfway full. I did just do a couple runs with them. They ran fine. A little bit of jostling, like just because like so you can kind of see like the water just jumps and moves. It's not really noticeable unless you're actively looking for it, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But what I'm going to do is take a break here, set these both down. I'm going to pour all the water from one into a single one, so I have an empty one and a full one. And then we can see if like it being off-sided, like towards one side, like, off-balanced would be something to also consider in terms of like the quality of it. But just like the halfway bottles weren't completely causing issues or anything, I doubt this is going to be a problem either. All right, one empty and one full. We'll toss these in and see how it goes. Again, I'm not really expecting this to be a problem, but yeah. So glad no one's at the park today. This would be a really odd thing of me just doing like video check-ins every like 2 or 3 minutes. So yeah, thankfully I've pretty much got the park to myself. Love it. If anyone's curious, this is Circleville Park in Circleville, New York. It's a quick run from me, so I always go here running. But yeah, let's give this lopsided weight a check. See how the rest of the video goes. No issues. Again, you can feel it if you're actively looking for it, but you're not going to feel the actual jumping around of the weight. So, yeah, almost just tripped there. That would have been horrible. But anyway, I'm going to finish up my run, and then we will call it a review when I get some closing comments in. Alright, so this belt is awesome. I really liked it. I liked actually being able to carry water with me. For the infrequent amount of time that I actually, like, run, I usually think, oh, I don't need water, I'll just drink it when I get back. But having something to sip on was really like a quality of life improvement. It held up well, it dealt with sweat, like this became a little bit cool to the touch, it absorbed a little bit of sweat, but because of the mesh pattern, it pretty much didn't have an issue with it. Yeah, these hold the water just fine, like these little clips. I like them. Again, like I said, they're really easy to remove, especially when they're attached to you. Yeah, they're just like the right level of size, the right amount of water. These equate to 1 bottle of water, so yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. So I think I'm going to wrap it up as this is a great product. If you want to bring water with you, get this. It does everything that you need. I'm sure this is also fine for biking, hiking, walking a dog, I don't know, whatever else people do when they need to wear a running belt to hold their things. I'd even thought if I'm going to like a concert or something, this might be the preferred item to carry. You have some water in case you get thirsty. Put all your stuff inside of this and throw it on. You could even put it underneath your shirt so you don't have to worry about like pickpockets or anything else like that. So, yeah. I'll leave a link in the description for this, and I'm also trying to work with this company to get a coupon discount code. So also check to make sure if that is in the description. Make sure you use it. Save yourself a couple bucks. And yeah, if you have any questions, post them in the comment section, and thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.